The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA.
And we're here in Boston, Massachusetts. What a gorgeous, beautiful city. Lovely twilight view of downtown Boston. It's interconference time for these Nuggets as they come in as the visiting team. Thrilled to be back in Boston. The Celtics ready for that home court advantage. And, of course, DeAndre Jordan. This will be their second game without him.
Fans, his teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all he brings to the table. But I like what the trade does for him, and I bet it helps them right off the bat. I mean, it also is going to help him long term.
Well, we'll see, because you don't make a change this drastic without having a period of adjustment. So you may be right. We'll see how long it takes and whether this new look roster can gel.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Harris is out there with Lawson, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And something not a lot of people talk about, Ty Lawson's defense. He has the lateral quickness, Clark, and strong lower body that gives, point guards fits.
Yeah, he's like a fire hydrant in terms of his build and strength. He's a good ball defender, but he gambles sometimes, so that can cut both ways. He'll get steals, but he'll also put you in tough positions defensively.
And so here's Denver. After the basket by Boston, Fareed dishes to Lawson. Shoots. Can't hit. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
Now here is Harris. His last outing, he had 8 points. Good on the shot.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Thomas with the ball. To the inside. Here's Noah. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
So here's Gallinari following the bucket by the Celtics. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Noah.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
Now Miles. Following the miss by Gary Harris from deep. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Thomas kicks to Miles. Free throw line jump shot. Offensive rebound.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Celtics with the lead. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Noah the screen. Thomas passes to Sellinger. Dishes to Crowder. It's stolen by Harris. So here's Gallinari. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Lawson drives in. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Thomas. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming. And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Now, here is Lawson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Noah. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Crowder. Good D by Lawson. Nuggets trail. Kicks to Nurkic. They set the pick. Harris with it. Now Thomas defending. Off the pick. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Sellinger, no good. Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Lawson dishes to Harris. And Fareed kicks to Gallinari. A baseline J misses off the right iron. Boston trailing. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Mike Malone had a few moments to share with me. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thank you very much, Doris. So it's mainly about defense for them early on.
And it won't just be early. I mean, it'll be about D all game long.
Yeah, and he made that point very clearly and emphatically to Doris and his players. I think we're going to see an intense defensive performance today.
Tyler Zeller's checked in for the Celtics. Chris Middleton comes in for C.J. Miles. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Moutier comes in for Ty Lawson. Thomas kicks to Zeller. Back to Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. That drops. Thomas got 5.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Now here's Moutier. He's tightly guarded. Fareed goes in. It's stolen by Sellinger. Now here's Crowder. Gallinari covering. The feed to Thomas. Celtics passing it around. Sellinger passes to Thomas. Pick by Zeller. There's the dish to Crowder. He kicks it to Middleton. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Here's Nelson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Moutier. Nelson, no one around him. And again, Denver, no good. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from three. I like his promise.
Now, here is Gallinari. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
So it's Boston now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Thomas kicks to Zeller. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Zeller's got his first bucket of the night. Nelson kicks to Gallinari. The 11-footer. Zeller grabs the board.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Crowder. Middleton trying to break free. And there are the Celtics with another basket. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
And that one's good.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Now here's Crowder, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Isaiah Thomas third.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Here's Laverne. Good.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
For Boston, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Galloway. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Middleton dishes to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Zeller. Galloway, the pass to Zeller. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Here's Galloway. Now here's Zeller. Outside Butler. Boozer with the screen for Butler. Here's Middleton. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Middleton's got his second bucket of the night. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Well, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Mudiay, can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead, so we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And how about Moutier, guys? He has a very interesting upbringing. Born in the Congo, grew up in Texas, then spent last season in China. Already a very well-traveled young man for a player of his age.
Here's Galloway. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Screened by Boozer. Here's the screen. They grab their own miss. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in. And the Celtics lead by 1. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Now, here is Gallinari. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Gallinari's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Butler. Picked by Zeller. Pulls up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Kicks it down to Middleton. In the corner, it's Galloway. It's stolen by Moutier. Ripped away. Galloway, the pass to Zeller. And the Denver Nuggets get called for the foul.
And you know, with Moutier, you can't ignore what he does on the court. He has amazing size at the point guard spot, excellent vision, and is a natural playmaker for his squad.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And guys, these teams don't see each other too often, but last year they would have liked to see a little bit more of them the way they were able to take care of their business.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I mean, anytime you have an advantage on the team and you're looking to pile up wins, you'd like to have them on your schedule more times than just a couple.
Here's Galloway. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
So here's Gallinari after the basket by Boston. And the shot is good. Gallinari's got 8 points. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable. Boston
with the ball after the Nuggets pick up 2. Here's Boozer. Got a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Boston. Ty Lawson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Stolen away. And here's Gallinari. He's got 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Nuggets have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And they've been mediocre all season long. Just about 72% from the line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
And the Celtics making a change here. Noah's checked in, and Boozer throws it down.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Now here's Moutier. Tight defense on him. Noah with the block. 2 on the clock. And then Miles with the dunk.
Fellas, that 2-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nugget team.
We do have a team type of game. You know, everybody scoring spread out, rebounding, everything spread out. So, you know, even from the bench.
Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the controls.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounding. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for him, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Celtics, they've got C.J. Miles. Noah is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Galloway in at the point. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Lawson. Out to Gallinari. And it's Denver scoring again. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Galloway. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Poked away and stolen by Harris. Left side Lawson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws. Well, one thing about Ty Lawson is he's very good at attacking the defense. Gets inside without a problem and knows how to set up teammates.
Thomas checked in for Langston Galloway. And a switcher also for Denver. Nurkic is checked in to the wing right side. It's tipped. And Miles kicks to Sullinger. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Sullinger's got 5. And for Lawson, he is great when he attacks. He does obviously create well for his team on drives. Interesting player, certainly, but playing with a team that's growing and pretty young around him.
A good point. And, you know, last season, Lawson averaged about 13 points for his team off of his own drives. I mean, that means 13 points a night would be a direct result of him attacking rim. That's second in the league, and a stat that only trailed James Harden.
I think that would surprise some people.
Yes.
It's Sullinger with the drive and the powerful one-handed slam. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And, guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Noah. And Middleton subbed in for Crowder. You talked about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end. And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Faried excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
They get the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
The Celtics have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Talking about Faried, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
And he has that exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the timing's there. He'll also steal the ball from you. The question now becomes, will he always be that low-effort energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level?
For Boston, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Thomas just giving him fits. He's got 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Near the three-point line, it's Nelson. And that one comes up a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Miles missing. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Fareed outside. Nelson sets a screen for Fareed. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Leaps for it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 13 points per game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, he keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Nelson kicks to Fareed. He dishes it to Harris. Screen by Nurkic. Clock at 6. That's good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
They set the pick. And Thomas, here we go. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. The Celtics have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That free throw, no good.
Thomas will be at the line shooting 2.
And the second free throw, good. The Nuggets trail by 3. Nelson dishes to Fareed. Passes it to Harris. Off the screen. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened. His production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. And for J.J. Hickson, that just did not seem to be a good fit.
Boozer, he's checked in for Boston. And Denver also making a switch. Moutier, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So Thomas will go to the free throw line. That one on Nelson. And the Celtics making a change here. Butler's checked in. Laverne, he's checked in for Denver.
And getting back to J.J. Hickson, he's forever had the size and strength to get it done. His problems have always been that lack of discipline and an unrefined set of tools. I mean, unfortunately, last season highlighted those flaws.
Nelson, the pass to Laverne. Denver needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Boozer. All going up court. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Moutier with the ball. Thomas is on him. Stolen by Boozer. Here's Middleton. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
Talking about Hickson, every time you count him out, he surprises you with a streak of inspired play. Then every time you count him back in, he puts up a dud. Hard guy to figure out right now.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Nelson kicks to Moutier. The pass to Laverne. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Puts it up from 12. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
The Celtics have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
First personal foul, penalty situation.
First one falls for him.
Finally, he's starting to convert after working his way to the line time and time again. We'll see if he can maintain the pace.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Nelson, the pass to Jokic. Boozer with the defensive effort.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Now Thomas, 13 points in the game. Outside Butler, 6 to shoot. Inside. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Moutier. Rebound Boston. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Outside Thomas, screened by Boozer. Thomas goes in, and it's blocked. Moutier with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Butler dishes to Middleton. Back to Butler. Feeds it to Middleton. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint, because that has not been up to par.
Gallinari. Rebounded by the Celtics. Middleton's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Here's Moutier. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. Boston leading by 8. Now, here's Thomas. He's got 13. Screened by Boozer. Thomas kicks to Boozer. 5 on the clock. Kicks it down to Middleton from downtown. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the orange.
Some changes for Boston. Joakim Noah's checked in for Zeller. Jay Crowder comes in for Chris Middleton. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And Denver also making a switch. Lawson's checked in.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Galloway. Noah the screen. Butler up top. All alone. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Galloway, the pass to Boozer. They set the pick. Outside Butler. He feeds it to Boozer. Another miss by Boozer. The Nuggets trail by 11. And here's Gallinari. 10 points for him. And Lawson with the drive. From 13 feet, it goes down. Lawson's got 8 points.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Dishes to Butler. Noah the screen. Butler kicks it to Noah. Pops off the pick and hammers it home.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
There's the pick. And Lawson, here we go. Noah with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Boston. C.J. Miles comes in for Butler. Denver also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Laverne. And it's Gary Harris in for Moutier. Galloway kicks to Miles. Noah the screen. Here's Galloway. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Gallinari. He's got 10. Can't hit from 12. And here's Miles outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Celtics lead by 14. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Jameer, what disappointed you about the way this team played in the first half, and what needs to change after the halftime?
I mean, we got to obviously...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided first half of action. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Isaiah Thomas having an outstanding game. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Their ability to get into the paint and get...
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Nice game. Great performance by Isaiah Thomas.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Fareed and Nurkic in the middle. Lawson out there with Harris, and it's Gallinari in at the small forward position. And Jusuf Nurkic, really a big, good-looking young prospect. He's the guy that took Mozgov's place in Denver.
Yeah, originally, Kevin, drafted by the Bulls at number 16, then traded to Denver, as you indicated. His sheer size alone, 7 feet, 280. That makes him a force on the glass.
Lawson against Thomas. Lawson outside. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
That's good from Ty Lawson.
And getting back to Nurkic, what makes him an intriguing prospect beyond his size is his exceptional balance. I mean, his excellent footwork makes him really effective in the pick and roll. He also possesses great lateral speed and quick hands for a big man.
Thomas against Lawson. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. Fifth best, Gallinari.
And this is the set of guys that can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. They know how to swoop in for a steal from anywhere on the floor.
It would be nice to find a steals chart to see where they're getting all their pilfers from. These are small forwards, though, who played 94 feet of defense. And, you know, talking about Nurkic, I mean, his father, a police officer in Bosnia. According to the Denver Nuggets broadcasters last year, Dad is 7 feet tall and weighs a good 400 pounds or more. That's a big police officer there, boy.
Thomas dishes to Miles. Pass to Noah. Another shot. Some solid defense from Fareed.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Gallinari with it. He's got 10. That cuts the lead to single digits. Gallinari's got 12 in the game.
And not much breathing room there. The step-back move gave him just enough to get it off.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And now it's Lawson running. He can go all the way. Noah with the block. But they get it back. Harris kicks to Gallinari. And there's the feed to Nurkic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Boozer comes in for Jared Sullinger. And Middleton subbed in for Jay Crowder. And Denver with a change here, too. Moutier, he's checked in for Ty Lawson. Now, here's Thomas. 13 points in the game. Miles, that's good.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Celtics leading by 8. To the inside, and stolen by Harris. Here's Moutier, and that one is stuffed right through.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And, you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Kicks to Miles. Takes the 13-footer. Misses off the left iron.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Harris.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Thomas a screen. The dish to Miles. Just 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot, and a wide-open look for Zeller. And Kenneth Faried pulls it down. Faried's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harris kicks to Mudia. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. Celtics making a switch here. Butler's checked in. LeVert, he's checked in for Denver. Nelson comes in for Harris. Near the three-point line, it's Nelson. And he gets the jumper to drop. Nelson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going. But as we always say, better late than never.
Here's Boozer. Uses the glass to drop it in. Boozer's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And while they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
Greg, they might have the lead, but what they don't have is the momentum right now. So that was a big basket for them.
The Nuggets now on offense. They're on a 14-4 run. Laverne passes to Mudia. He kicks it to Hickson. And he jams it with authority.
Man, that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
Fantastic reverse dunk, Clark. Had to get up high for that one.
And I tell you what, that's the kind of play that could really spark a team.
Outside Thomas. Middleton drives in. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Rasul Butler. Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Denver. Lawson's against Thomas. Screen by Boozer. They set the pick. Thomas kicks to Boozer. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Faried goes in. Thomas dishes to Zeller. Outside Thomas. It's stolen by Mudiay, and Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. That's his 1st foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Boston. The Nuggets trail by 5. And here's Mudiay. He's got 8. Missed inside.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Zeller kicks to Galloway. Screened by Boozer. Here's Crowder. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And, not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big 3 out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Screen by Boozer. Here's Middleton, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
You look at what Middleton has done so far. 18 points and the 1 steal. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
And the Celtics making a change here. Sullinger's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 4. And Lawson, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Lawson's got 13.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
6 to shoot. Pass to Middleton. The 19-foot shot. No luck, and it's Denver the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. Number 1, the Celtics.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
First free throw is good.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Amundsen comes in for Jared Sullinger. And it's C.J. Miles in for Chris Middleton. Galloway kicks to Amundsen. There's a good screen. Now Miles. He has 7. He dishes it to Amundsen. Pass to Galloway. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Galloway's got 6 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Lawson drives in. And the shot is long. Celtics leading by 3. There's Galloway. He's got 6. And there's the pass to Crowder. Noah with it. Feeds to Amundsen. Dishes it to Miles. They grab their own miss. Noah. It's deflected. Now here's Lawson. He's got 13. Pass to Moutier. He feeds it to Hickson. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And looking now at some numbers for Moutier. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Hickson. And it's Gallinari in for Fareed. Here's Crowder. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Crowder's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Pass to Jokic. Amundsen grabs the board.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Galloway. Lawson defending. And here's Miles outside. Denver grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. There's the feed to Moutier. From deep. Rebound Boston. They've led by as many as 14 points. 1:15 left to play in the 3rd. Kicks it to Amundsen. Noah in the post. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And here's the fast break. Throws it up high. The dish to Galloway for three. Moutier with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 7.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Galloway kicks to Crowder. And here is Noah. He has 6. He dishes it to Amundsen. Passes to Miles. Sinks the three-pointer. Miles has got 10.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
From deep. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And the final period of play just about to start. Celtics leading by 10. Jared Sullinger is out there with Noah. Then it's Thomas. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Crowder in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Outside Thomas. 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Boston. Miles the pass to Noah. Laverne grabs the miss.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Lawson dishes to Harris. Back to Lawson. Screen by Nurkic. From deep, Gallinari. Jared Sullinger pulls it in. Sullinger's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And that one misses. Farid's checked in for the Nuggets.
Will be at the line shooting 2.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Nuggets trail by 10. Gallinari inside the three-point line, but they get it back. Harris kicks to Laverne. The second chance effort. And Boston with the rebound. Sullinger's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Thomas. Down low. And Jared Sullinger, the bucket on the assist by Thomas. And 11 points for Jared Sullinger. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Gallinari. Noah with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Gallinari wide open, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Here's Thomas. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And finished off by Sullinger.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Lawson against Thomas. Lawson drives in from deep. Gallinari. That is in there. Lawson with the assist.
4-3.
Lawson's got his 4th assist in this one. Celtics leading by 9. Outside Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Outside Thomas. Here's Miles. Terrific design on the big play. And he lays it in. And the Celtics lead by 11.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you.
My goodness, how about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, you're hot. And he is absolutely scorching.
Sullinger right side. Some solid defense from Fareed. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Lawson. Screen by Fareed. Lawson's against Thomas. No good from Lawson. Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Thomas passes to Noah. Lawson's against Thomas. Thomas a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Crowder. And it comes off the front of the rim. Denver's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The pass to Gallinari. There's the 3. Can't get it to go. And the Celtics going the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Thomas with the ball. Sullinger right side. Noah the screen. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Gallinari. And it's Gallinari again missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Inside. Crowder dishes to Thomas. Here is Miles. Lawson defending. It's Sullinger with the drive.
Well, Jared Sullinger's been getting it done. 13 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
That free throw good from Sullinger. Chris Middleton's checked in for C.J. Miles. The free throw's good from Sullinger. The Nuggets trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Boston, J.J. Hickson at the line for 2.
That free throw missing. That one misses. Celtics leading by 11. Outside Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Tipped away. Outside for Thomas. 4 on the clock. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Thomas got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Hickson a screen. Lawson has the open look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
It looks like he took that last 3 a little personal.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Greg. You saw it in his eyes. I mean, Heck, that was a payback shot right there. I don't think there's any doubt.
Thomas against Lawson. Outside Thomas. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Thomas got 8 here in the quarter. The Nuggets trail by 13. Lawson outside. Screen by Fareed. The 3. Ty Lawson again from deep. Lawson's got 19 points.
Good job. Nice job by Fareed to lay into that defender. Put some wood on him with that screen.
Now here's Thomas. To the inside. He's looking for Sullinger and finds him. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Back to Thomas. Wide open look. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Denver's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Lawson with it. Now Thomas defending. The lead now in single digits. And that's 15 points for Gary Harris.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Noah with a screen on Lawson. Thomas passes to Noah. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here is Fareed. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Nurkic checked in for J.J. Hickson. Celtics leading by 7. Outside Thomas. And stolen by Lawson. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. That's tipped. They recover it. Now Thomas. Noah the screen. Thomas goes in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Celtics, Isaiah Thomas.
He misses the free throw.
They're just around 60% from the line for the game right now. They shot it pretty well in the first half, but they've just fallen apart here in the second.
And the second free throw, good. The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Lawson. Floats one up and stolen by Thomas. All alone, throws down the breakaway jam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Shot clock at 6. Shot by Crowder, no good. Denver's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Harris with it. Now guarded by Middleton. The Nuggets with another miss. Boston leading by 10. Thomas with the ball. He kicks to Noah. Dishes to Crowder. Feeds it to Middleton. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Here's Thomas. Noah with a screen for Thomas. Pass to Noah. Here's Sullinger. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 15. Thomas against Lawson. Screen by Nurkic. Lawson dishes to Nurkic. 1:43 left to play here in the fourth, but they recover it. Thomas against Lawson. Noah the screen. Clock at 6. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Shoots over Nurkic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, it would play the lower seeded team, however you get to those numbers.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And with that whole concept of playoff reseeding, so often we'll see a 2nd or 3rd seed team get a 6th or 7th seed team in the second round. Meanwhile, Greg, the top seed plays the 4th seed no matter what.
You know, I think in a few cases it would have made a major difference in how the playoffs would have played out. And quite frankly, I think it also puts more value on the regular season if that number 1 seed could play a 7th seed, if you will, in the second round. So I think that's something that the commissioner and the competition committee might want to reassess. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Celtics.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back, Clark, at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Kevin, they clearly won the second chance points category, and possession after possession, we watched them go after the loose balls and the misses and turn them into makes.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Middleton. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And the first one at the line is good.
He'll be at the line shooting 2.
That one misses. Now, here is Foy. And here's Nelson. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
Well, gentlemen,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome. Chris Middleton. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille